Peace and bless, Sifu L. Upon itself, I'm a little bit winded. I'm just getting done working out. I want to address a few things, and really just one thing, and that's the science of politics, or as we say, a pile of tricks. Okay. Now what it is politics is just another system or another method to separate, divide, and conquer. Because, oh, I'm going to support this person because they said this and this and this. Oh, I'm going to support this person because they support this and this and this and this. When behind the scenes, what's going on is a military, right? And a political empire, political/military empire. And the political/military empire will always fail and always do a disservice to humanity, because the military and these big corporations are always going to dictate the policies. They're always going to dictate what happens, because behind the scenes, the big money rules. Period. All right? So until we have a spiritual and philosophical empire that rules, until we have a spiritual leader, that's under one common cause for all humanity, then we will constantly fail miserably. Okay. Here we go back in history, and all we see is wars. And a lot of times people are very prideful over these wars. They're like, oh yeah, my ancestors did this and my ancestors did that. Yeah, but are you really looking at what's going on in the science of divide and conquer and separation on this earth? Anybody that's dealing with a supremacist agenda is dealing with Yakub science, okay, and still following the laws of Yakub to this day, and still following the laws of Willie Lynch to this day, because the light first the dark, the white first the black, and white and black are just political terminologies that are only used in this here country. Okay, they have no nationalities to tie them to the human family. So what's going on is a big game, and the only way we can have peace on this earth is when we all wake up and have a spiritual revolution. Okay, this will give birth to a spiritual and philosophical empire. Okay, because here's the great myth. Everybody thinks we need the government. We need the government. Govern means to control. Mente is from the root word that means mind. So government is mind control. Wake up. Okay, so here you have the red party versus the blue party, red versus blue, just like the gangs on the streets. All right. So if you remember, they say, under the republic for which we stand. You understand? So we're really in a republican form of government. So the wool has been pulled over your eyes so many times that ideally we like to be blind, because we have these ideals. But the thing is that we're not awake inside. And the great myth is that we need them. No, we need each other. We all need to wake up one at a time. We need to unite the human family under one common cause, a greater purpose for all. And that's the only way we will evolve as a species. And opposites attract. So the separation is never going to work. With the separation, there'll always be wars. There'll always be Christianity versus Islam, Judaism versus Christianity, Islam versus Judaism, etc., etc. And really, part of my language, it's a mind fuck. Okay, it's trick knowledge. Okay, and with this kind of mentality, we will never win as a people, as a human race. Because if there was different species or different races, then we would not be able to interbreed together. So all this superiority and inferiority talk, any prophet that's coming to you and talking of superiority, they are basically doing the devil's work. You understand? So anybody with a higher purpose is going to unite people. And trust me, I know it's a lot of messed up things going on in the world, but it takes each one of us to wake up inside first. You understand? Then we can help each other, because once we become better people, it's each one teach one, and we can all come together and unite for a common cause, a greater purpose, peace and harmony on this earth: love, peace, and happiness, beauty, wisdom, and strength, Gumar Ars Dubar. You understand? So these are the principles when we elevate on a higher frequency. You understand? Because we can eliminate fears. You see, white people, certain white people, quote unquote white people, or Caucasian, European, whatever you want to call it, are afraid of black people, Africans, Moors, whatever you want to call it, the darker shade. And it's this fear that keeps the separation, because all fear is lower based emotions. You know, it is the insecurities of man that makes one want to divide and conquer and rule over and control the natural resources. Okay, because we know that we don't own anything on this earth. Everything in this earth plane will come to pass. You know, so why are you trying to gain control and manipulate and divide and conquer? That's the devil's work. You understand? Because Satan is the whisperer. Satan creeps to and fro the earth, seeking whom it may devour. But the earth is your body, just as the earth is the earth. And Satan is a whisperer creeping in your ear, telling you these negative thoughts and things. But it's up to you to transform, because you have on the left shoulder, they always showed it to you in the cartoons. You had the devil on the left shoulder, and you had God on the right shoulder, which is the lower self and the higher self, right? But in the middle is you. You understand? So you have to decide. You have to make the conscious decision. We have to stop playing the blame game. But again, until we have a spiritual revolution, we will never have peace on this planet. Okay? You've never seen a political leader talk strictly on a spiritual level. Okay? It's always some kind of political agenda. And the politics is politricks. Okay? Peace and blessings. Sifu L. Let's wake up.